Relationships with our children. What I'd like to do for a number of segments is just share with you some things that I tried to be creative as a father to relate to my children. I'm going to deal with different issues and phrases and examples of things you can do. For example, I would always say to my children, what would you like to do that we have never done before? Is there anything you'd like to do with Dad that you've never done before? I remember my son one time, he was probably 7 years old, he said, or maybe 6, he said, jump on the beds. I thought, I used to always want to do that when I was a kid. So I was in Chicago at Christmas doing some radio and television interviews, and I took him with me. And we went to we stay at that real nice hotel. I don't even know the name of it, right down Chicago. I learned later they put all the money into the lobby because they didn't put the money into the rooms. But we stayed there. And so I went down, I asked for the manager. And I said, look, my son here has always wanted to jump on beds with his dad. Could I have your permission? We'll take the bedspread off if I jumped up and down the beds with my son. He said, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. So, and my son knew I asked permission to do it. So we went up there and we took the bedspreads off. And I would say for a half hour to 45 minutes, we jumped on the bed. We fell backwards, we fell into each other's arms. We had the most fun. And you know what my son said? You know, Dad, I bet no other kid has ever done this with his dad. But it all started by, son, what is there something you'd like to do we've never done before? You'd be surprised what your kids will say. And it paid off in my life. And my son, even now, when he speaks on parenting to parenting groups, will tell the story about when we were in Chicago jumping on beds together. Now that was 26 years ago, and he still remembers it today. Do things that your children want to do that's really unusual.